Hey everybody, I'm Monty Mont.
I'm Tiff.
And these
are a few
of our favorite
scenes.
Man, I had it and then I lost it.
Yo, you ready for Mon Tiff? Let's go!
Never kept up with the latest. Never tried to be the greatest. But let's be honest, yes, we want this. Oh.
But that's okay. Everything's fine.
This is for you. Yeah. So we being fast.
I mean, that's why I came through and pulled that thing into force.
You did.
It's fine.
We are back with part 2 of our favorite movie scenes.
Yes.
We are breaking down the 1976 classic Sparkle.
Yes.
Which was remade, as we already talked about before. But it's got a great cast too. We kind of didn't get on that, but let's hit on that real quick because these people went on to do a lot of great things. Again, you have Philip Michael Thomas, my guy. Miami Vice. You have Irene Cara, who became
huge. This was like her breakout, actually.
Yes, yeah.
This broke her out, and after this, she actually charted. So
Flashdance, What I Feel. I mean, she's got some big time hits.
Yes.
Lynette McKee, who I did not know was as good a singer, but is a great actress. She's been in a ton of things. Also, the mother, her name is Mary Alice.
Oh, yes.
She's been in...
we know Mary Alice.
I just saw her. She's in the 2 other Matrix movies as the Oracle, and she's been in a ton of things. You see people in there, and you just start recognizing them. Dorian Haywood, who we already hit on. A bunch of people. Norman Miller. Really, if you know movies a little bit, you'll see a lot of black actors that you say, oh, yeah, man, my man is in this. So... we were just picking back up where we left off, and Tiff was giving us a great rundown.
Yeah. What I also want to mention, Aretha Franklin had a lot to do with the music in this movie.
Really?
She absolutely did.
I did not know that.
She had a lot to do with the music as far as like influence and things like that. Aretha Franklin has a album named Sparkle.
Yeah, right.
And it is because of this movie. It was influenced by this movie. Now, I don't know if we talked about this, but the majority of the music was written by Curtis Mayfield.
See, I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow. First of all, Curtis Mayfield.
Yeah.
I need to put him on a few more of these CBPs I'm doing, but super talented.
Yes.
And put it like this: I know young people don't understand, but in the 70s, Curtis Mayfield was like Pharrell or Diddy. You know, he was doing
big things,
a gang of stuff, and he did like a lot of movies, and his music was crazy. Of course, Pusha Man is one of his big time hits, but he was. I know it's hard for y'all to put yourself back in those times, but just like we got producers now and guys that are hot and guys that are, making tracks and Diddy doing remakes and stuff. A lot of these things were taken from this time period where it was a huge music boom because disco was kind of fading. There's not a lot. There's not really disco in this now.
This is entering soul.
It's really becoming an art, the R&B, the soul. Because even like you say, it reflects the Supremes, but the music is a different kind of. It's got that Motown sound kind of.
Definitely.
Too. So
definitely.
And that was right up my alley. So, and another thing I liked about this movie, they was giving you the full songs too. You wasn't just getting a little piece.
Nah, you got the whole thing.
You got the full. We were talking about that one Irene Cara singing with Philip Michael Thomas. They were right next to each other singing. I said, imagine doing that 30 times.
I know.
Movie magic, y'all. They got to do these over and over again. But we are picking up where. Okay, so Tiff had taken us in the movie to where Levi was wanting to do some extra work for Satin. And you theorized that Levi was really trying to do this to get some more money,
get his girl
Spark,
back.
Our sister, who he lost to Satin, which I really feel like it wasn't enough beef between them. Bro.
I would have had to, first of all, I'm not working for you.
Yeah, how am I working for you when you took my girl?
Let's just get that straight.
Seriously?
I'm not working you for anymore.
That's not a good, that's an HR violation. That's an HR violation.
Yeah, that's not okay.
And so I was theorizing Sister, as you remarked, in the first scene of the movie, you can already tell in the choir that Sister really is about something more.
Oh, yeah. Okay? Oh, she's about that world life. She wouldn't know what's going on.
Teaching her sisters, you need a man, her actual sisters, you need a man with money. But Levi's a good dude. Like, why, ladies, do y'all be going for the bad boys?
I don't know.
When, brother's good, sure, he might have a pocket protector and some high water pants, but he gonna be somebody boss one day.
You went too far with the high water pants. That's what I'm saying.
Fashion might not always be a priority for these guys because they working hard studying.
Yeah,
but
y'all
be going for these gangsters.
Yeah.
And then we see what's happening to Sister.
No good.
With the,
It's no good.
Yeah. So
I definitely don't recommend it. Just to go, yeah. I don't recommend. Okay, I just want to go on record
life experiences and things. So
no bad guys. Okay,
yeah, that's it's a scene where didn't he just start beating her in bed?
Yeah,
like it was a sit in the bed.
Like he bought her a fur coat.
And
was like, you didn't thank me for the fur coat.
And just goes.
And he wanted her to crawl or something or bark or something crazy.
Yeah,
and he just beat her up.
Crazy. Yeah. So. All right,
completely like dirtbag.
Take us from Levi now wanting to move up in the company.
So now Levi wants more money. And like I said, I think he wants his girl back. You know what she's about.
Good assessment.
So he wants a little bit more money. So he goes into Satin Struther's home and he's saying, listen, I need more responsibility. Give me some more money. And because I'm not making no money. This is what's happening.
Right.
Meanwhile, Dolores, the other sister, is fed up. She is sick of it, okay? Yes. She wants her sister away from him, and that's all she cares about. So she is going to talk to one of his other guys to get information on him. She gets
close to the lieutenant guy or whatever, second in command guy.
Just to get information from him. Well, she finds out about a big drug deal that is happening. Mm-hmm. So she makes an anonymous call to the police, thinking that Satin is going to be the one
picking up
that's making the drug deal. Well, he now gives Levi the responsibility that he asked for. So now Dolores, her heart was in the right place. She was trying to save her sister.
Well.
She meant well. But now when the police show up to bust this drug deal, it's Levi. And so now Levi goes to jail.
And they shot him in the leg.
They definitely shot him.
Yeah. So Levi's done.
Yes.
That I felt bad for my man's, I mean, that's kind of a prototype, you know what I'm saying? Where you just trying to hustle out here, wrong place, wrong time. But then a little comeuppance in the movie because Satin, he accuses Sticks because he's like, somebody tried to drop a dime.
Yes.
And so he runs up on Sticks. And,
he wasn't ready.
Did he have a knife?
He did have a knife.
He had a knife on Sticks.
Yeah.
And old Sticks, he ain't no easy win.
No.
Sticks had a little something for him.
Yeah.
And so they got in a fight. Now I just want to do I remarked about this when we watched it. You don't really see grown men fighting in suits anymore. Let's bring that back. This
is the thing about it. In this time, and this is what I love, casual was suspenders, a button shirt, and some slacks. Like that was our jeans and t-shirt.
Yes,
they were wearing.
That was a whole different.
Take them suspenders down, loosen up. But for them,
he was styling.
Was casual.
He felt like casual. Sticks always rocked the suspenders.
Always throughout the whole entire movie. Right. This is, and I love that though. Back in that time, like how they really got dressed.
Imagine saying, "Let me get comfortable," and you putting on suspenders. Like, wow, okay, dog, you got a whole nother level.
Yeah.
But I like that good fight scene. Yeah. Sticks gets the better of him, and then he ends with, I didn't drop a dime on you, but I wish I had, or something like that.
I would. I wish I would have. Yeah,
that was great.
I didn't do it, but I wish I did.
That was
something along those lines.
So take us from the fight. Where do we go then?
Okay, so now at this point. Now, sister is completely strung out.
She's done.
Right?
Yeah.
She is done. She's strung out on drugs. He's beating up on her. And she just does not even look like herself.
No.
Okay? So now, the scene now goes from her singing that giving up. It's hard to do. She's off pitch. Mm-hmm. Really like...
Bad performance.
Just really bad, right? And she was the star of the group. Okay? Mm-hmm. She was... Everybody loved her visually, everything about her. Now she is no longer that person.
No.
And now the movie from there, after she's singing, goes into a funeral scene.
Yep.
Where it takes about 45 minutes to get to who's in the casket. But we realized.
Yes, slow pan.
Yes.
From Sparkle all the way to the casket.
It's like, come on now. So now we realize that it's sister in the casket. Now, it does not say what happened, but now it's safe to assume that it was a drug overdose, right? Because I think if Satin would have killed her, we would have known. Yeah. So I believe that it was a drug overdose that happened. Okay, so she died of a drug overdose. Well, and let's go back a little bit. So now the sister, Dolores, has already now...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she has already now told what was going on. So now she is just over the group. She's over all of it. And she tells her mom, listen, there's so much more out there. Mm-hmm. We don't have to be, maids and things anymore. There's education. And so she leaves to go to school. And just from, watching the movie a trillion times and maybe researching and reading, I believe that she went to medical school, or maybe that was in the remake. I don't know. But she leaves to go to seek some type of education is where she goes, right? So now Dolores is gone and it's only Sparkle and sister.
Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I really do admire Dolores, the character, because she speaks to the point that obviously, coming up poor and in the hood, and there's not a lot, her mother's a maid. They got talent, but she sees that this is going to be a dead end the way we going.
Yes.
And she's saying to herself, there's even more than just, because we tell, a lot of times black people feel like if you can't play ball, if you can't sing and dance, you're not getting out. And she's like, no, I'm getting out. I'm just going to go. I'm with you. She obviously was going to some sort of educational thing or something. And, sure, it's not the glitz and glamour, but it's something real. And she, her sister then got strung out.
Yeah.
That's all this turmoil. And she says, I got to do better than that.
Yeah, she's out. So Dolores is gone. Levi is in jail.
Yep.
And so now it's just Sticks, Sparkle, and sister.
Yep.
So now they have a neighborhood friend now that they try to bring in to replace Dolores.
Oh, yeah, old girl.
So now this is one of their gigs. Sister never shows up.
Yep.
She never shows up. So shortly after that, she passes away. But before we get to that part, she never shows up. So now Sticks is upset. Because now, mind you, from the beginning, he's been getting them gigs and he's been, making sure they had their dresses and everything. He's been holding the group together. So now he is at his wit's end.
Yeah, he's
Sticks is out. Now, this is the scene where Sparkle and Sticks, they're in the rain. Now,
some people didn't like this scene.
They literally was like, he don't love her.
It was very controversial watch party.
But so now they are now outside. And he's saying to her, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. I got a boy that's doing construction. I'm about to go get a job. And you can come with me.
Come with me.
He did not try to leave her.
Come on. He said, come
with me. She said no. And the reason why is because she idolized her sister.
She is stuck on sister.
She is stuck on sister. Yes. I am the only someone who understands her, and I cannot leave her. Yeah. That's literally what she says. So basically, which I don't fault him, he had to go.
What?
Everybody has to do what's best for them.
Because she don't realize at this point, sister is a mess.
Yes.
Can't nobody depend on her. Mm-mm. So Dolores has to go. Sticks has to go. Levi's and this is all sister just ruining stuff. But Sparkle will not see it. She will not see it.
She doesn't see it. So now Sparkle loses her man and he's out. Okay. Yep. You know what? But he left her in the rain, and that just
Don't leave her in the rain.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, of course, as we told you, it was dark because the whole movie was filmed in the dark. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
So now that goes up to the part. Now Sparkle now dies. So we're gonna say that some time has passed. Time
goes by, right?
So she has not seen or spoken to Sticks. So now Sticks resurfaces when it's the funeral. Mm-hmm. So now he sees Sparkle and he tries to tell her, "Listen, do not bury yourself with your sister."
Yes, good.
Okay,
yeah, that's a good
don't
point.
bury yourself with your sister. She did this to herself and she's gone. I loved her. God bless her soul. Yep. But you still have to live now. Is the whole message. So he tries to get her to sing, but Sparkle is upset because she's still like, you left me, and don't dare come back trying to tell me to sing, and that's all you care about. Right. Now the mother is Team Sticks because he's always been a good guy throughout the whole entire movie, and some people came in late, and so they didn't see that part of him, but he was a good guy, okay, throughout the entire movie. So the mom is like, go see him, go talk to him or whatever. So what happens is now Sparkle is now a solo act.
Yes.
He gets this money from an investor, and he promises to pay the money back with interest because that's how much he believes in Sparkle.
He fully invested in her.
Invested in her. And Sparkle was indeed a hit.
Yeah. And it's funny because she was, when it was Sister was the lead. Sparkle was just glad to be in the background, but things change and she gets thrust into this role and she can do it.
Yes.
The thing is, you could probably theorize that had Sister still been there, she probably never would have.
Never.
No.
She would have remained in her shadow the entire time.
She would have been in her shadow. Yeah. She would have.
Yeah. So now she's coming to her own.
Yep.
And she turns out to be amazing.
Yes.
An amazing artist. And then so what you see is her develop throughout this whole time. Because now she's kind of shy, just kind of, like you said, happy to be in the background. And then all of a sudden she has like this attitude that we haven't seen the whole entire movie.
She flips.
Where did sass come from?
Yeah.
She put on the sass. And she did amazing. Sold out wherever they were at.
And so now, a part of this that I did like this change in the story. So Styx did go in with some money for Sparkle, but the guy he got the money from, he works for somebody.
Yes.
And they have a little business talk, and it's basically where they try to put this record company stuff. We want to we like what you're doing.
Yeah.
But we want to kind of keep getting a little piece of this, and
because they didn't expect her to be.
They didn't know she's gonna blow up like
big as she was.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, what I never realized is that she was opening for Ray Charles.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, come on, Ray Charles. Back in any time, but especially back then, he was really blowing up.
Yes.
So
that's a big deal.
They're trying to already corner her. And that's how you be seeing artists be singing for years and stuff. Hardly ain't making no money because they're the deal. Styx don't want to do the deal.
Them TLC deals.
And
sorry.
Let me tell you something.
Tony Braxton.
We're going to do that movie one day. When they had the rap voice, Jesus.
I know.
So 9 million albums got a rap for it. Anyway.
Yeah.
And so I love that because that is kind of the music business.
Yes.
He don't want to do it. He's like, no. And the guy's warning him like, my man, you don't want to mess with these guys. Yeah. See, a lot of these record labels, they be gangster funded because you know why? Let me tell you something. Learn something, young people.
Suge Knight.
You can launder money through a record label very easy. That means not everybody, but if you are a big time drug dealer, but you don't want the IRS on your back and stuff, you start a record label.
Yes.
And then you can fund the money. I love that they touched on that. Even back in this was filmed in 76.
So this is, that wasn't nothing new. This has been happening.
That's been happening. That was great.
Now, I don't know if you noticed that the guy that was warning him about the guys was the guy.
I didn't.
So
I didn't know if I messed up two people in it or not. And I said, so that was the same.
It was the same man. So he's saying, listen, the people I work for, they're going to get you and they're not, So he sent his guys to kind of shake Styx up.
To do it,
And they were kind of doing the whole Russian roulette thing. Yes. And he would not cave.
They had a gun to Styx's head. Yeah. It's a dual scene. So Sparkle's singing and it's a big night for her, but Styx, they grab him, you know what I mean? And he's in this car and now they got a gun to his head and he's like, I ain't doing it.
I mean, sweating profusely. Okay. I just have to say that.
I'll tell you what, the sweat and makeup person earned her money in this one.
They had to have a spray bottle.
That brother was a honey baked ham.
Glazed.
You dig? And so he's sweating. My thing is, hey, bro, we all love Sparkity Spark, but it's really ain't no reason to be dying over like $10,000.
Because he was not going to do. I probably would have said, well, how much y'all want?
Let's compromise.
Well, let's talk about the percentage.
Let's find a way to.
But he would not cave. He didn't cave.
And so they show the guys telling the boss that. Now that makes sense. That was the same guy.
Yeah.
They tell the boss he won't cave, and the boss just kind of nods and admires him.
It's actually kind of impressed. Like,
okay, he's really about this, all right, cool. Miraculously, they let him go.
Yes.
And he makes it back for the last part of her thing. And
in a tuxedo.
In a tuxedo, still sweating like a honey baked ham. And Sparkle's finishing up her number, and it's a great success. So, So let's talk our favorite scene in the movie. What was your favorite scene?
Oh, you can't tell the entire movie.
Well, yeah.
No, my favorite scene is the scene with the red dresses.
Yes.
That is my favorite scene. Because that's when because what we saw before was kids, the hearts, right?
Yeah,
they were kids.
yeah.
So now this red dress scene is like, wait, these are women, and they are
they were coming of age,
beautiful women, and they are getting it done. Like that is my favorite scene in the movie.
I think my favorite scene was when they all sang together as the Hearts, because it was the first talent show, and every group, every person, whatever you do, you always got your first time trying to just jump out and doing it. You get the talent show, my man clown them on the mic. They get what I love too. They get out there and they do their thing. Yeah. Sister immediately takes the lead.
First of all, she didn't do nothing they practiced.
Doing extra stuff, and they all looking at her like, "Hey, fam, this ain't the 1-2 slide we was doing."
But mind you, when the rehearsal was going, she was like late.
She wouldn't even rehearse.
She was like reading a magazine,
right?
And they were like, "Come on, let's rehearse." And she's like, "I know it."
She's like,
and she literally got up there and did her own thing.
But I loved all of them together because, again, mind you, Styx and Levi were all in the group at one point, but then they had to, just slim it down. So I love that. I love the red dress. Now I have a whole new perspective in Vogue and all of that, which I figured was a tribute to Sparkle. I'm sure all them girls will say they love Sparkle.
Yes.
But that's probably my favorite scene.
Yes.
All of them singing together. But it's a great movie. It actually has, sometimes IMDb is not kind to black movies, but it actually has a 6.9. Almost a 7 rating. You
know what? I think that it started to resurface.
It might have.
That's what happened. So it started to resurface and started to now, get a little mainstream. And that's how the remake became along. Because when they start talking about remakes, the first thing people want to do is go look at the original.
Right, and check out the original.
Let's see the original. And so the remake is, like we said, this is actually Whitney's last.
It's her last.
Acting.
Yeah.
Gig, before she passed.
Yeah.
She played the mother and she did a phenomenal job.
She was great.
She was amazing.
Whitney, sometimes it's been a little hit and miss with her acting, but in this, in the Sparkle remake, she kills it. She was so good.
Yes.
And then and everybody's good. It takes some different liberties in the remake.
Yes.
Where some things in the plot are a little different, but it's still the three sisters and coming up and
absolutely.
It's still Sister and Sparkle and all that stuff. But I don't know. It's different. I don't know if I like one more than the other.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's a different. They're kind of as much as it is a remake. They're different.
Yes, I love them both, and I love for different reasons.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
just some of the plot twists, like they changed.
And matter of fact, who? Mike Epps was satin. That's right. I remember now. My man, Mike. Okay, Mike might give me a little edge. I forgot Mike.
But you know what? This is the funniest because when I realized that I just started laughing for no reason.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, is he gonna really be able to do this? Because he played too much.
Right.
But he did a good job as satin too.
Oh, that's right. My man, Omari Hardwick was Levi. See, I'm remembering this stuff now.
Yes.
This is actually a pretty good cast too. Tamala Mann is in this. Tamala
was the neighbor.
Right? She sure was.
She was Miss Allen. Yeah, she was the neighbor.
I mean, Derek Luke, Styx, Carmen Ejogo. There's some big names in this as well. So,
and Jordan Sparks is great.
Jordan Sparks is really good.
She's a great Sparkle.
I've always liked Jordan Sparks. I've been a big fan of hers as well. I didn't like that she broke up with Larry Fitzgerald, but anyway, that's a different. I know. I feel like see. Jordan, what we just talked about with the good guys.
I know.
Stay with the good guys. Don't go with the bad guys. But anyway,
I wouldn't recommend it. I keep saying that. I just want to go on record.
So, man, that was Sparkle, one of our favorite movie scenes.
Yes.
I'm glad you nominated that. So I had Blues Brothers. She had Sparkle. The next one, I don't know when we'll tape it, but I'm wondering what I want my next one to be. I have a couple. Now you didn't
give me one.
You didn't put the TLC in my head. I mean, we got the TLC movie, we got the Temptations, we got the 5 Heartbeats.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yes.
You think you can do this to me? I'm very, God, I don't even know. We might have to have a couple people sit in with us on that because everybody love that.
If you think I cut up on Sparkle, you don't want to see me on the 5 Heartbeats or the Temptations.
Oh, listen, come on. 5 Heartbeats.
You don't want that kind of smoke.
Feel like go. Come on, Eddie K. We're gonna have some fun, man. We might have to it might have to be a watch party
Don't
again.
play, because I start melting down in my seat like Cookie did. I'm telling you, on that scene. You know that scene, but yeah. So.
Shout out, Duck. I see you, baby. What's up, Choir Boy? Yeah, I mean those.
I loved Choir Boy the
Choir
whole
Boy
time.
is the greatest.
It was my favorite,
I mean, the Temptations movie, Cloud9, you can be what? Man, Jokers used to sing, man. I don't know what y'all doing out here now, man.
You
All this
know
whining. We ain't got.
I'm so ready for the next episode.
I know, like we
At
just
this point.
do a double feature.
This was an amazing idea, by the way. Our favorite movie.
We got. Yeah. I mean, at some point, we're gonna have to do The Sound of Music, because that's one of my favorite, just regular, real musicals, if you will. I mean, we don't really call these musicals, but at some point. So we gonna ping pong it back. So it's back on me. I don't know. Y'all stay tuned, y'all. We're gonna do one of those joints. And
if it's one that you think that we should
hit us up.
Tell us which one you want.
See, now let me tell you right now. I know some people are gonna say the Jackson, but see, that's like a 10-part.
Like
thing was long. Like the Temptations movie is long, but that Jackson movie is like.
I mean, because we got to watch Michael from.
You know what I mean? It's like 3 different Michaels.
We can't. That's 12 episodes.
Surely,
of our
that's a mini series.
Yes,
we'll see.
Can't.
But stay with us, guys. Keep checking us out, of course. By now, you've seen this, so you saw us with. We gave a little respect, of course, and we talked about what was happening in this world. Lord knows by the time you see this, but again, we want to give a shout out for, of course, I'm losing George Floyd. Excuse me. All is happening. Some things turning out for our good, we believe, and for everyone, a lot of enlightenment, a lot of people. Just kind of changing some mindsets, hopefully. So again, we just want to give respects to that. But anything else, Tiff? This was so much fun.
This was so much fun.
I loved this. We did on Sparkle. So you guys stay with us. Give a like. You know what I'm saying? Still hit us up. iTunes as well. We can use a couple more stars. It helps us out. But you guys know what to do, man. Y'all be blessed. Stay sharp.
This has been a production of the Mighty Sharp Network. Executive producer is Monty Mont. Watch the corners and always stay sharp.